Hi BookTube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I've got a cat in my lap right now, so things are a little bit awkward, but I am in my holiday festive gear. I've got my, I love these like jingly, oh there goes the cat, these little jingly red and green earrings. I got my, this headband doesn't really fit my head, but you know, just for the sake of the video. And I have my Christmas Carol shirt on. There's the ghost of Christmas Present. Jason gave this to me. I'm not sure when, but I feel like since I've had a BookTube channel. Anyway, so I thought we'd just have like some little bookish chat, and I could show you a few things and tell you about what I've been reading and what I plan to read for the rest of the year, which is still very fluid. But first of all, we have to start with these. So a while back on my channel, I showed you guys some gloves that Jason bought me. You can still turn pages and hold the book, but yeah, like they're very fun, and I am almost always cold in our house, so they're nice. But one of you guys sent me these, and it has words from Pride and Prejudice on them, which is so awesome. I have a few theories about who might have sent these to me, but I don't think any of those people would actually fess up to it. There was no note, it just showed up. So thank you so much to the person who sent these to me. I will greatly enjoy using them, not just when I'm cold, but also when I'm reading Jane Austen. So what have I been reading lately? I did finish Perestroika in Paris by Jane Smiley. Now, a lot of you were laughing and saying this is like the perfect book for me, right? Because it's about a horse. I have a thing for like horses on covers, stuff like that. And it's about Paris, one of my favorite places in the world. So it's actually an interesting book, and I've been trying to figure out like how exactly to classify it. I mean, I suppose somebody in middle grade could read this and be fine. It feels almost like a family book, like something to share. So the animals can all speak to each other, and all the animals on the cover are in the book. So of course this is Perestroika, who goes by Paris. This is Raoul. The mallards, which the artist obviously didn't know that female mallards look different from male mallards. But anyway, this is Sid and Nancy, and this is Frida, a pointer. And Frida, I have to say, was my favorite character in the book. She is fantastic. So the animals all communicate with each other, and then there's like the human side of the story. Obviously they don't communicate with the animals, but it's a very sweet story. I felt like it was a little bit predictable, but again, like I think maybe an adult and a child or a middle grade reader might enjoy experiencing this book together. So I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I have it, and you know, I may come back to it in the future and feel differently. I'm not sure, but yeah. So essentially, the story begins, and Perestroika she's just won a race. And the person who's watching her doesn't quite close her stall door all the way, and she's a curious filly, as she likes to say about herself, and she wanders off. And how she is able to remain hidden, the other animals not so much, but how you can have a racehorse hidden in Paris is something of a feat. So Anyway, it's about her adventures and also like the humans that took care of her and what happens to them. And yeah. So anyway, I enjoyed this. Today I will be finishing Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro. This, of course, is the movie cover. I'm a huge fan of the film. I have seen that before reading this, but I'm really, really enjoying this book. The voice of Stevens is so strong. It is just amazing. I really don't know how Ishiguro pulled it off. Like, anytime I step away from this book and come back to it, I am instantly in the mind of this character. I am instantly like, and it's fascinating because, you know, you can see where the character is maybe missing out on some things, is not understanding some things that we understand as readers, but like, you know, his whole thought process about what's actually happening versus, you know, the reality of it. But nonetheless, so yeah, I will be finishing it this afternoon, and it's fantastic. If you haven't read this and you're putting together your 2022 TBR, I definitely would recommend this. And then, of course, I'm still reading a poem for every night of the year, and I'm almost done with this. So yeah, I think that I'll be wrapping that up quickly. Now, here is the dilemma of what to read next. So I'm definitely going to read A Christmas Carol, but obviously it's really not going to take me very long. It doesn't take me very long to read this. I mean, I could read this today if I wanted to. You know, it's divided into 5 sections. Some sections are slightly longer than others, but I mean, it's a tiny little thing that I read every year, so I'm very, very familiar with this story. But I like to read it as close to Christmas as I possibly can. So I'd rather start it, you know, more like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And again, this is not like, I just can only read a little tiny bit to make it last. So that's kind of my ideal plan, but then that leaves a lot of other time to read something else. So, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sniffly. It's really cold here. I mean, not as cold as it certainly can get, but it is quite chilly. Okay, so a couple of books. I did a thing this year called 21 for 2021, and I picked 21 books that I wanted to read this year. I didn't talk a lot about it on my channel. It was mainly on my Goodreads page, and it was just, you know, obviously I did not get through all of those books, which is totally fine. And so I'm thinking about doing something similar next year with, and I'll talk about that more in a future video. But I thought, you know, maybe I can get to one more of the books on my 21 for 2021 by the end of this year. So I grabbed a couple of them, and I just am not sure. So you guys will be surprised. So this is Dog Years by Mark Doty. I'm not sure why. I have 3 dog books. So I kind of like to read them, and then at least one of them maybe I could pass on, but I think Jason is interested in the other two books, including this one. So Mark Doty wrote this, and this is nonfiction, and it's about he decides to adopt a dog as a companion for his dying partner. My hesitation in reading this, and it's kind of been my hesitation all year, is it just sounds so freaking sad. So, I mean, right, like, look at that picture. But it is just a little over 200 pages. So, I mean, I think I could do it, but I don't know. I don't want to be, like, this Christmas is already just funky and weird anyway. So I'm not totally sure. I haven't decided. The other thing that I've thought about is called The Fruit of Stone by Mark Spragg. Again, it's a book that's been on my TBR for a very, very long time. Mark Spragg is a Western writer, I guess, and I may have read everything aside from this one that he's written. He wrote An Unfinished Life, which was turned into a movie. He also wrote Where Rivers Change Directions, which is a memoir about his time growing up on a ranch in Wyoming, and it's on the Continental Divide, which, if you're not familiar with that, the Continental Divide is the place where the waters decide either to go west or to go east. And so it's a very high, it's usually, the elevation's pretty high. Anyway, and that was a great book. I really enjoyed it. But anyway, so this novel I have not gotten to, and again, I've owned it quite a while. So it's 300 and 320 some pages. So this might be not like as sad as Dog Years. I'm just not really sure. I just don't know. So we'll see what happens. And then, I mean, I don't know. May start something else at the very end of the year. Just so you guys know, I will be making a best of 21 books that I've read. So that video will be coming up soon. I'm gonna try to film some tag videos, some poetry. I'm hoping this weekend to make several videos for the upcoming week. But in addition to the 10 best books I read in 2021, I will also have a video about my goals for not only reading, but also for this channel for 2022. So, and then I just wanted to say, so there's a lot of people who subscribe to channels and never leave a comment, which is cool. Like, I get it, I understand. I did just want to say hello to a few of you who have joined my channel within the last couple months. One of these people actually has a channel, and that's Literature Whispers ASMR. So I will link to their channel down below. And so I believe everything they read on that channel is in the public domain, so there's not any kind of copyright issues there. But thank you for watching and welcome. Now the other people, and again, I'm getting this from my analytics page, and it might only be, I'm guessing it's only the people who list their subscribers publicly. But I just want to welcome you to my channel and hope that you feel free to leave a comment. This is a safe space. If you don't want to leave a comment, you can leave an emoji. You can give the video a thumbs up so that I just know you're there, I guess. So I'm not gonna go into everyone's full name because maybe some people don't really want me to do that. So there's 0824, so welcome. Tamisha, Fabric and Fables, which I think is a great name, by the way. I wonder if you have thought about making a channel, because that's a kind of a channel name. Julie G, Julie, welcome. Kim, Chris, Ondine, there was a Russian name. I am so sorry. I don't know how to say it, so I apologize for that. And then Arms, welcome. welcome to my channel. So I just want to thank all of you for subscribing. I really appreciate your support, especially over this last year, which I don't know why. It seems like it's just 2020, like in 2 years. But anyway, so that's just kind of a little bit of what's going on, what'll be coming up on my channel before long. And I'm gonna let you guys go and get back to reading the remains of the day. It's excellent. All right, BookTube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.